Hi, I'm Christopher, and I greet you again. And this time in our tutorial, we're going to be talking about how to get data into the system. Obviously, the system in itself is that which we own, but the data within the system is yours. And therefore, how we get the data into the system matters a lot, as well as how we maintain that and keep that going forward. So let's talk about how we get data into the system. Well, the first thing is for you to engage with us and let us know that you wish to, so we can have that conversation, and then we can engage with you about the 3 different levels. We can send you correspondence around that. So you can send it to info@mychurchit or directly to the various denominational representatives. But the first one would be to help folk to register themselves. There's a particular process. You go to the site, you click on login, you put in your personal email address, and then you can put in, as a new user, your password twice. Now, the password is what you choose. We don't know what that is. But once you've done that, you'll get a confirmation email and link into your data and information if it's already there, or you put the information in yourself. So the first way is you go through the site and you put in the information yourself. That'll come up in the system as your status being not yet assigned. The local church then will update that to the status that is appropriate for you. There's a second way in which congregations can get the data into the system, and that is that they complete new members forms or membership forms, and that they put in the information one by one into the system themselves. The advantage of this one, and this is a preferred one, and that is where you are able to then see who the real people are that you want to put in, and that their information is accurate and up to date. So you do it yourselves. It's a way of you praying over and thinking over the members as they join. The third one is a bulk way of doing this, and that is we can send you an Excel spreadsheet, and you can populate the spreadsheet with all the required data on the spreadsheet that we will send to you with the particular categories that are required. Once you've filled in the Excel spreadsheet, send that to us. We'll do a bulk upload, and that'll get you going very quickly. The disadvantage of that is that folk don't get a confirmation email that they're in the system, which will happen as in the second option and the first option. But this one helps you to get going quickly, and that's the advantage around that. But we do invite you to make sure that the data on the spreadsheet you send us is as accurate as possible. So those are the ways of getting the data into the system. But once the data is in the system, that's where you need to keep control of the data and to manage it and keep it up to date. That's something that you can do once a year. Invite folk to connect in and go to their registration and so on and update their own information. Or you can have stations set out on a Sunday where folk can go to those stations where the system is logged in and they can check their own information and update it accordingly. Or you can 3 or 4 times a year, once a quarter, just through your newsletter, invite folk to update their own information. One congregation had a number of laptops on a Friday evening. They had supper and invited the congregation to come around, and they made it a social event. Another congregation in Namibia had a group of elders sitting after the services on a Sunday, young people, and they were able to help those who did not have access to computers and so on get their data updated. So keeping the data updated is vitally important. If, for instance, a person leaves the country, you can just change the status to left the country. But if they've transferred from one congregation to another, you go to the members page and you transfer them to the other congregation if they are within the system. So there are many ways of managing the data. You can also put into the person's profile, linking the children to parents, so the families are linked, husbands to wives and so on, as well as putting them into the groups that they are connected with in the life of the church. All that data is reflected in the person's personal portal, so they'll be able to see what you know about them. So keeping the data accurate is a very key thing that you will need to do yourselves. Helping you to get the data into the system, we can assist you with. Thank you.